What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinway, basketball analysis, basketball anisto, coming to you with a quick video. We're gonna talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a team that was in the playoffs last year, showed a lot of promise. Then they fell, just I think because Jason Kidd didn't coach the whole season, they kind of fell out with the chemistry. They kind of fell out with rotations. They had brought in a new acquisition with Greg Monroe, so the chemistry was off with that too. This year they get a whole full summer and a whole season to get back on track and get back where they need to be. Michael Carter Williams is gonna have to improve his jump shot though, unless he's gonna have to go to the bench because there's no way they can play with all them players that can't shoot and be effective. Him or Yanni gonna have to be able to make shots consistently, unless they're gonna lose. But Jared Bayless is gonna have to be the starter because at least he can make shots and moderations. Uh, you got Jared Covington, you got Rashad Bond is another person that can shoot. Grievous Vasquez is another person that can shoot decently. Steve Novak is a shooter. Chris Middleton, OJ. They got the shooters, but they needed at the point guard position to open up that floor for Bari to bang in that paint and shoot them jump shots and open up the paint for Yanni. And then they need Greg Monroe, who's a banger too. He's not really a shooter, so they need the paint to be open for certain lineups and certain matchups. Depending on the teams that they go against in the NBA, they gonna have to have those matchups ready, and they're gonna have to use their players wisely. That's one thing I criticized the Milwaukee Bucks about last year is that they're gonna have to find the right matchups and the right lineups against certain teams with the lineup with the team that they have. They got to work with what they got. And with that being said, what they got ain't that much, but it's better than what a lot of other teams got. So they got to balance out what this roster has and put the right lineups out on the floor. Because sometimes they be having the clog lineup. Sometimes they don't have the right defensive lineups. If they can just gather it together and say, like, okay, this is our plan. This is what we're going to do like they did 2 years ago. Well, a year ago. This is going to be the second season. But they gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do. I liked the Greg Monroe acquisition. It just didn't work out as expected. I preferred them to get a rim protector and big than a big that can actually post up and stuff. But they're gonna have to teach him. He's still 25 years old. He's still gonna have time to learn and get the bruises and the battering, because he's a max guy and now he got to live up to his contract. He got to live up to being the man, even though he got Bari, Yanni, and some other help. They got to get it done, though. This team has a lot of talent. Like I said, there's really no excuses. Jason Kidd is a coach that done made it out of the first round. He done got this team to they turned this whole team around. They get in a new stadium. They going to have to put up or shut up, or they going to either be like they usually be. The Milwaukee Bucks usually be a team that just make the playoffs and drop off, make the playoffs and drop off, or make the playoffs and do nothing. They got to change. They got to change the culture in the organization, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build winning formula at the end of the day, and that's what they're gonna have to do is continually build winning habits, winning, just get a winning mindset. And they established that last year. Jason Kidd went down this year. Greg Monroe got to get more chemistry and affiliated with his teammates. They got to find out what they're going to do with Michael Carter Williams because he's going to either have to get an extension or he's going to have to go to a different team. After they find out what they want to do and when they get their new arena, that's when they got to start saying, is we going to be a mediocre bottom feeder team like they usually are, or we going to be a team that want to go out here and win a ship? And that's what I don't even have to tell who they need in free agency because they got the pieces. They just got to develop them. They got to keep adding to that bench, though, because the veterans gonna come and go because people gonna want to buy them, gonna want to trade for them. So they got to keep it young, keep it innovative, keep it flexible, and make sure the rotations are always right. Like I said, because sometimes they don't have the right lineups out there to me. And that's all I'm gonna say. The draft don't really matter for the Bucks this year because they just need to get them and Jason Kidd just need to have a season like they did last year when they all healthy together. And then free agency, like I said, ain't gonna make that big of a deal because they gotta have flexibility for Jabari, for Michael Carter if they want to keep him, for Yanni. They gotta still have financial flexibility to give them the max or to give them extensions. So with that being said, they gotta keep the team like as constructed and see what they got this year. Last year they bottomed out. This year they're gonna have to live up to the pressure of being that team. Is you gonna like Detroit did? Is either you a fixture in the playoffs or you just gonna be one of them teams that's good and bad, and that's what the Bucks has been. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. This your boy Anisto, Basketball Analysis. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. There you can find NBA highlights, tributes, NBA breakdowns, NBA rookie analysis, NBA Summer League analysis is coming out. And when the rookies and stuff are drafted, let me know what you guys think. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, signing out.